Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Dota 2 here at the TI10 group stage. I'm ODPixel here with Fogged, and we've got a great one coming up for you here. We've got Evil Geniuses against Alliance, and the draft has begun, so we'll be able to get that up on your screens. What's been going on so far with these two teams, Fogged? Well, what are we expecting from this? Anybody looking pretty hot? Anybody looking pretty not?
I mean, EG, everybody's always talking about Mr. Consistent, a consistent team across the board. However, yesterday they dropped back-to-back games to IG. To the same opener as well, to Mars Phoenix both games. So, yeah, maybe EG showing us some weakness that people did not expect. And Alliance, they did come back yesterday and beat Thunder Predator 2-0. In pretty convincing fashion as well, too. Limp, I believe, popped off in both games. So, eyes on Limp. His Ember Spirit, I think, was one of the signature ones. And maybe EG is having a little bit of PTSD from yesterday as they will still take out the Mars in the first two.
Sure, yeah. We are seeing a lot of drafting focus on the hero, despite the win rate not being that too remarkable.
Yeah. Oh, and look at that. So respect ban. We got a first two storm ban from Alliance versus EG. That says a lot.
All right. What sticks out the most then that they've left in? What's the sort of top of EG's list?
Monkey King.
Yeah.
But they did lose both games with it yesterday, so that maybe they get put off from picking it. Maybe Crit's like, we lost both games that I just played Monkey King. And the crazy thing is, ready? He had a 15-minute Orchid one of the games on a support Monkey King. So, maybe they will be put off from picking it. They're taking some time already.
Yeah. They're also a team that holds Weaven pretty highly as well, or not so much, EG?
I think all teams are starting to not rate it as high, right? I think we're seeing it slip away. Versus certain teams, yes, but...
Yes.
Yeah, it might be more of a team-specific thing.
A lot of time spent on this first pick.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, shake
Tidehunter, right? Like, do they just jump? Nah, they're gonna. Okay, they'll stick with the Monkey.
Okay.
They discussed it, and they're probably like, all right, what are we giving? What are we getting? And Alliance, one of the only teams, just in Jakiro and Lion. Whoa!
All right. I love Jakiro.
I think Jakiro is sick really right now, good. But the pros don't think so.
So strong in lane, so much damage.
The pros just don't seem to think so. And also, dude, when you get Ags, everyone just stands in the fire. Nobody thinks about it.
I think Jakiro, I like him. I want to see what they do with him. I'm a Jakiro fan. We'll see if it is a hero that's worthy of the weight of first pick here.
Yeah. And then they cover it just in case. They get a Lion to cover any of these, the spirits, the pucks, etc., just in case. Always just seems to be a safe pick here inside of this meta.
Did used to be better against the Monkey King. Of course, unfortunately nowadays you can't burn down that tree, which I found out when my teammate was playing Monkey King and I was trying to burn down his tree and I couldn't, and I was very sad.
I was the Monkey King.
Yeah.
I was happy. So they're going to go for the Lycan. I think they did do this yesterday as well. So not going to feel too pushed away from just their own strategies anyway, even though they did lose with both of these heroes. This was the game where Crit did get that crazy timing. So, yeah, it was like, let me see exactly. Yeah, 5-minute Orbital Corrosion into 15-minute Orchid Malevolence.
But did lose, yeah.
But did lose.
Okay, but as you say, yeah, still sticking to the plan.
Yeah.
Monkey King.
10 seconds remaining.
These two had a good game though. The Monkey King and the Lycan had a very good game. It was the other three that really struggled in the game.
I think for the most part that obviously still very clear why you would believe in these two heroes. Absolutely. They're some of the strongest. Without a doubt, considering what we know of the meta, you look at these two openings and EG's is much more expected and almost the point where they're like, oh, they got Monkey King and Lycan. That's a solid two opening.
But at the same time, too, it's like, the Monkey King does deter you from wanting to pick up the Lycan yourself, because then they just put it as perhaps a core Monkey King. They just move up the priority, and then the lane's really difficult for Lycan. So it's a neat approach.
Turn to ban.
So now we're going to start seeing these bans. So Tidehunter, super popular hero as we're seeing. What's his win rate now? Because he just won again. I think it's just going to keep going up. Let's take a look.
In terms of frequency of games and win rate.
It's not refreshing for me.
But
I'll keep trying to get the data for us because it was 66% win rate as of yesterday.
Okay, so if you add 1 to that, 67%. Yep. That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Yep. Quick maths.
It's probably like 70, 75%, or 70, 73%, something along those lines. For the next few games.
And that's the most picked hero, right?
Yep. And I believe on other streams, I think we're looking at I'm looking at the corner of my eye. I see a Tidehunter winning perhaps another game too. So
Evil Geniuses turn to
lots of Tide. Bane will be taken out.
And Invoker, I mean, as you were saying earlier, Invoker definitely getting much more attention than that you expect. But I think most of the analysts expected coming into the tournament, right?
Yeah, just because he's got
a lot of Invoker focus.
He got hit by nerfs. He got hit by a lot of nerfs. His orbs just aren't as strong anymore, but either way, people still really like it. EMP is a very frustrating ability, to be fair. It is a game winner. Team fight winner. And he is just, I guess he is just like safe in the mid lane. Sure, you don't utilize water runes and all that, but you don't have to buy a bottle. You just use Quas.
Let's see what they're considering for the ban. Maybe looking towards another Nico baby hero. I do keep asking for it today, but there's a Jakiro and Nico baby Void, I'm telling you. He's one of the best Voids in the game, and
can be a bit hard if that's the lane that he's playing against, though, right? Monkey King Lycan.
True, sure, and especially if there's a lion by his side.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
we don't know.
Jakiro's going to be.
It's probably going to be it's more than likely the Jakiro, yeah.
No, I'd say it's not too bad. The Void Jakiro lanes, like Jakiro can keep the Void safe. Like the slow is so obnoxious.
It is. It really is.
It's very hard to really ever dive in on the carry when a Jakiro's by the side.
Take out the Conka.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, X-Mark, excellent catch against the Monkey King and the Lycan.
Yep.
They don't want to deal with that.
Limp special. Could definitely see Limp look for his. I mean, the Ember Spirit. Still looking at it. Be a possibility right now. Some limited type of disables that EG has shown.
And honestly, with the way a lot of drafts have been going, I feel that one of the carries that probably stands out the most to Alliance is the Bloodseeker. Right, we've seen Bloodseeker being picked in response to a lot of these Monkey Kings, Lycans, and again another Nico baby standard.
And it makes the lane very strong. Then a dual breath, you can easily land a blood right afterwards.
That's a fantastic lane.
I like it. Yeah. I do like it. And the hero's looking good. Hero's definitely looking pretty strong.
Yeah. And one of those heroes for sure that hates playing like against like the Invoker and the Bane. You know, these two heroes that just stop the Bloodseeker from creating complete havoc in the team fight, running around, locking him down.
I guess Invoker and Bane do that to quite.
I guess you do it anyone, but you know, Bloodseeker. Yeah, I don't know. You want to go fast. You know? You want to be the fastest. The net loss of speed is the biggest.
I honestly thought that Bane was going to be like a first 2 pick almost every one of these games when I saw
it. Yeah, especially with a team like EG. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see some drafts from them where it is, you know, because EG they've been big on the Bane in the past.
He ruins everything. Like he owns lanes. He doesn't allow pulls to happen, which I think is huge because I'm seeing so many teams right now. It's you pull lane. You always are pulling lane, so you just get sleep and then they can't pull. That's just for laning phase. Late game, you have BKB piercing disable from God knows how far. No animation. They'll go for a safe pick. They'll go for their Lina. We're seeing a lot of these third pick Linas after the ban.
Yes, third pick in the mid seems pretty hot.
Yep. Very strong and safe hero. We're seeing I think we've seen the same exact build every game.
When you see a Lina, what are you thinking you're going to pick? There's nothing really that strikes out as, this hero is really strong right now. This is the instant reaction, right? We talk
TA is the biggest one that always stands out, but yeah, exactly.
Have we seen any TA? Anyone been playing TA?
I can look for people who are watching. My thing is not updating my stat thing, but I can look to see if TA was played yesterday. It was 1-1 game.
One game. So let's see one game in the abundance of games that we did have.
And who did play it? It was Vici versus Elephant, and it was a TA versus a Lina. So.
Yeah. Well, here's the Ember that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, but it is going to be on the side of EG.
Okay. And they've got catch, right? There's the Lion already with the setup. Again, I thought the Bloodseeker does stand out as something that's going to be a little obnoxious for some of EG's heroes to play into if Alliance want to go that route.
Triple melee as well right now on EG. Yep. These are your weirder melees.
Void or Bloodseeker would be beautiful.
These are kind of weird melees though, right? Because Monkey King's like jumping on trees, Ember's playing around slights, and Lycan's looking to wrap around with his wolf. So these are a little bit of different kind of style of your traditional just like melee run-ins. Jakiro still looks awesome.
I want it does.
Dude, give me like a Darkseer too. Like boom, let's go. Give me like an S4 Darkseer with this. Nobody does it though. Nobody pairs it anymore. So you got the combo only later, not in the laning phase. CG. They'll get their snap. Super popular hero. Great for the back lines. Right? Great to kill the back lines, right? If Ember gets like a chain onto a Jakiro or a Lion in the back, Snap doesn't have to worry about anything. Just send it. Send it from the back.
10 seconds remaining.
Don't have to commit your hero into a bad position.
5 seconds remaining.
I see Alliance. They want to show Nico Baby's hero now. Well, they want to try and save it for last. They probably would risk some of the hot ones that they're eyeing up getting taken away if they don't pick it out. But they will wait it out. I'll take the Sand King here.
Nice. I love this hero right now. Seems like one of the better offlaners. Just a straight up stun. Lots of disable. Ember Spirit can definitely get taken out very easily inside of this game. Stun into a stun, into an ice path, into another stun. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how many they do have. So that means BKBs are very good for EG when you see this type of lineup, which is 90% spell damage besides the leader.
Oh, with the amount of control that EGC Alliance have, they take away one of those carries that can really benefit on just being able to beat into a hero, being stunned by the teammates surrounding him.
So much team fighting control from Alliance
10
right
seconds
now.
remaining.
Bloodseeker's just screaming to be picked
5
here.
seconds remaining.
I like it. I like the Bloodseeker too for Alliance. Yeah.
Evil geniuses turn to ban.
Banning out the AM.
That's a bit surprising, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would you expect an AM ban coming here?
It's because it's because they picked Sanking. It's the hard counter to Sanking in the laning phase.
Maybe because they do just want to pick something like a Medusa.
Could be another reason.
That sort of, I feel like that's probably one of the hot reasons why you're banning the AM.
Remaining.
But then EG might consider that here. I think there's a good few carries they could
remaining.
shoot out with the ban. EG, let's see which one they want to take out.
Turn to ban.
Go for the Weaver.
Take out the Weaver.
Okay.
They don't have the greatest stuns. They literally have like a Boundless and a Cookie, so it can be a bit difficult to land onto a Weaver. And that is a Nico Baby special. I'm still the Bloodseeker's a Nico Baby special. I'm loving the Blood. Like, give it to me.
Bloodseeker just feels amazing.
10 seconds.
What about
amazing?
Will,
what else?
will he
What
do it?
else
What about
feels good?
Slark? Will he do it? Because that's the other one. It's like a Nico Baby
Nah,
Slark. I don't like the hero.
You don't want to play a
I know. I don't
Slark
like
into
it.
this Lycan.
I really don't like it.
Snap
But
running
for
you.
some reason, I'm like
so much AOE.
I feel like for some reason he might be wanting it.
I mean, I'd be happy to see it. I like the lane. Slark Jakiro is pretty nice. You can definitely kill.
Pounce is always nice versus Cookie and something versus Ember. It's frustrating.
Pounce is great against the Ember, and you've got the ability to be set up and allowed to walk in and get it.
And they have so many setups for him to just walk up, right? That's, I don't know, maybe. But
yeah, I mean, you're right. My heart says Slark. I'd love to see it, but my brain's definitely going with the Bloodseeker.
I can agree with that. I like that.
EG.
They ban out the Luna. Okay. So BKB timing carry. That's definitely what the Luna can provide, and just much stronger lane. But Luna versus I don't like Sanking versus Luna is actually pretty decent because Luna's one of those like kind of squishier, closer heroes that does get caught into like the sandstorm when you're going to walk up and you get stunned. So it's a bit of an interesting ban from Alliance.
I mean, is there any flexibility here for EG, or you think it has to be Arteezy's hero? Is he going to play anything else here? Will they switch it up?
I guess he still could Monkey King, right?
Yeah, there's definitely the chance.
I guess that's fair.
I don't think it's a terrible Monkey King carry game.
Alliances turn to pick.
Yes, they will. They're going to move up the priority. Okay, cool.
I think it's fine. They've seen it. They've seen the draft, and they know that they can still play it like this.
This is one hero that I was saying since yesterday too. I don't know if we're going to see too much in the pro play, but it feels incredible right now instead of like pubs. Like Disruptor feels awesome. The little buffs that he's gotten, the Q having like the 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 little slow thing it has now when it scales, and just the kinetic field formation. Yeah. You can set up your own ultis now. You kinetic ult and you Q at the same time, and it slows them enough to keep them in it.
Does this make you now just think of like the Jugs and the Lifesteal? Is this Disruptor enough to do that, or
could be?
Yeah.
Jug doesn't look. No, I don't.
I think the Lifesteal is more likely than Jug if they want to go that route. But still,
Bloodseeker.
I think Bloodseeker or Void would be fine.
I think I like Bloodseeker.
Go with the Lifesteal.
Yeah,
let's see the Disruptor. They go with that.
Sure. And it's an infest with the Sand King and all that too. It's a strong lane, Jakiro Lifestealer.
And I think if you're going for the Lifesteal or Jug nowadays, Lifesteal is just the better out of the two in the majority of the situations.
100% agreed, yeah.
And Nico Baby Lifestealer, he loves it.
And they have lots of damage, and now he's got like ways like, if let's say there's a situation now where Limp does get jumped, if Nico Baby's in a good spot, he can save, right? The infests can definitely be pretty good versus the Ember Spirit and the Snapfire ults coming in from the back. Okay.
All right. So
very fight-heavy lineups.
Oh, what do you prefer? Do you think? I think I do like EGs here.
I'm unsure about Lifestealer as a hero.
Yeah,
Brian's been really liking it. I know he's been talking about it a lot, but I'm still on the fence overall about him.
Because I feel like heroes like Arbed's like a Fish, Ice and Arteezy, this Lycan and Monkey King, they can still fight through a rage, right? The rage isn't something that's obviously mainly the Lycan and the Monkey King that they're not bothered about at all. They're still going to be able to punch into this Lifestealer. So a lot of it's going to be down to the team fight control and execution of the rest of Alliance's lineup to allow Nico Baby to go from target to target. But it's not like EG don't have team fight of their own. Snapfire, Disruptor, and Monkey King can lay down quite a large area that's not going to be too easy for Alliance to fight into.
Initiation definitely feels like it's going to be big, and the one thing that I give EG, I guess, like the slight edge on just because of this is it's a vision factor, right? They have Wolves to scout, they've got Monkey King to scout for choosing and picking their team fights. Same thing for Ember, when you can either just slay and all that.
I mean, beautiful for the Disruptor, right?
So I think that them being able
glimpses
to, the Wolves plus the glimpses are always really nice. So I think them being able to pick fights is nice. However, I think if Alliance is able to start fights, they do have a great potential. Because if they see the Monkey King, right, Monkey King's gonna get burst easy. We've got Finger, we've got Laguna, we've got multiple different types of stuns. So initiation's gonna be key, and definitely gonna be keeping an eye on that. And yeah, just vision control. I'm gonna watch the Monkey King. I'm gonna watch the Wolves. See what we got.
See if we get anything level 1. Of course, Alliance, they've got some pretty good level 1 kill potential there for the first blood.
Much better than EG's.
Sending out a Wolf, but they won't be tempted to take the CS there, of course. Keeping to the shadows here.
Dude, that Wolf looks awesome. Which set is this one?
It's a pretty spooky Wolf.
It's huge. It kind of brings more attention to the Wolf, to be honest, because the tail is all like curvy and all that.
See EG. And close to the tower. Is anybody going to stray away from it?
They know how strong they are level 1 with these plethora of stuns on them.
30 seconds to battle.
EG didn't see anything with the Wolves. ISS is sending another set to scout.
I haven't got S4 with him for this move. He's already getting back over to grab their bounty.
And there we go. He scouts. They're pinging it anyway. They knew.
ISS making sure that nothing gets past him here.
As now, while Crit sees people starting to go away, he's making his way up. But the ward does see him walk up. So they do know he just made his way into here. They're setting up a bit of a surround, perhaps. Hanskin, Nico Baby. But he's able to just get the rune. And now just walk away. So they end up getting 3 runes somehow.
Crit.
I don't know how that just happened, but...
That's the easiest rune for his life. Walks around, 3 heroes of Alliance just sort of split up, and Crit says thanks for the bounty.
And they had vision of him. They had the mid ward.
They knew he was coming for it.
So they watched him walk up slowly, but all right.
All right.
That happened.
Nice little surprise there for EG.
And let's see how these lanes go. Let's see how bottom ends up being. I feel like it could get pretty scary here for S4 pretty quick. So let's see if he's able to hold himself with Hanskin.
Well, this is just a lane where S4 can die against these two.
Yeah, the nukes that just come out, Disruptors. Disruptor's a great harasser. He's gotten so much better, and he's able to go for this type of build where he has like triple, 4 mangoes. You even see his items queued up by Fly. 4 more mangoes getting ready.
Oh my goodness.
So it's just about the spam, and Hanskin can't actually trade it nearly as effectively.
No, not at all, and Fly knows that.
Yeah.
Steps up, another Thunderstrike. I mean, Hanskin's going to be pretty much backed out of the laning completely. It's just down to his last tango.
Smart that Arteezy went for the Boundless level 1, because this is what we've been seeing so much, is like the 4 position and the 5 position trading, and then like a dagger or a Boundless just makes the difference to stop them. Yeah, S4. He skills the stun, so maybe they're going to try to get a kill here.
Fly. It's going to be fine, and now with the Thunderstrike, Arteezy's going to follow it up. Boundless strike down. EG playing this bottom lane very nicely. And Hanskin, he's going to suffer. It's a tough lane for him to hold his own as a Lion, especially when Arteezy and Fly are reading the situation, making the moves like they are.
Absolutely. And mid lane, since we've been mostly staring at bottom, Abed's held his own for the first 2 waves very nicely. Of course, Limp will still get his free farm, but Abed doing a decent job. And top, Nico, this is the good lane. This is the lane the Lions should have a pretty good advantage in. That in the mid lane should go pretty well for them. Bottom, I think bottom might become quite disastrous quite quickly. We'll see if they're able to pull the lane back into a better spot for S4. But it does definitely seem scary.
Especially once Arteezy's got the level 3.
Ooh. And also, if you look, there's a double pull. So that whole wave's going to get denied. Fly's going to be very happy.
I mean, Hanskin's got to get over, but it's still scary territory.
He can't
walk the level 1 Lion. Sure, he's got the boots, but you can't step up to these two. Try and turn onto Arteezy a bit here, but also committing with the Burrow Strike. But Arteezy's not going to care too much. Yeah, Arteezy more than happy to turn and punch back. Boundless Strike's going to be up in a second as well. They're trying to hold him back for now. Good stun from Hanskin. Will stop Arteezy from being able to stay on target, but Alliance having to back right up.
Not bad, though. They made Arteezy miss 3 last hits under the tower with that move, just with the stuns. And 4 last hits, even missed the range creep. That's 4.
No.
Step back up.
He did. Power strike off to the side. Couple of hits. And Arteezy, it's another kill for him in the safe lane.
Many claim the crown, something few bear the
Ice
weight.
is still having like similar difficulties, but he's not giving up kills. And he already has his Helm of Iron Will. He's got the lane in a good position too, so yeah, these 2 lanes quite different. PG coming out quite ahead now because of that. But mid, we do see Limp starting to take advantage because of that matchup. The Lina versus the Ember, having a great time.
I mean, what do you sort of do on this bottom lane? Like now, if you're Alliance, it feels very hard to make any sort of move onto Arteezy.
It's just difficult. The fact that he went for Caustic, it just makes it hard because you want to play more of a lane rather than playing like Sandstone going away and just playing around that. It's not easy. Limits your damage too. The Sandstone plus stun is a lot of damage. Decent turn in, but has to walk away.
That level 2 Thunderstrike really starting to hurt.
Yeah.
You're almost as good as
Like, still got a Mango good to go.
And you see that slow per strike coming into play, of course, too, the Disruptor when you do put multiple points in. Scales nicely. Crit. There's FNG. Body blocks. Crit looks like he wants to kill him, though. He's calling for help.
Yeah, it's hard though.
He's got wolves.
Maybe with some body blocks from the wolves.
Get some cookies, too.
Looking in.
Meanwhile, bottom, too. Another death.
Next time, try not to
You need
die.
to be like a shark.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This bottom lane seems almost irrecoverable, I have to be honest. Because it's Arteezy's got treads, and he's level 4 now with level 2 Jingo, and Sandking can do much of nothing because the Sentry Ward's down in the lane. So yeah, maybe Hanskin might just have to start moving around, and you might just have to accept the fact that this lane is just too difficult. So S4, he's going to have a hard time to recover, while we mentioned Ice, he's fine. He's 800 away from Dominator too.
I think eyes are going to be on Limp to make big moves this game.
Definitely.
Get the boots, see if he gets the early bots, gets active with some rotations to help out these side lanes. He's trying to set up to get some kills.
He's 6. Ooh, if he landed that stun on Abed, could have potentially been a kill. Very close.
Dire structures.
Bringing him back up though. Limp
Oh,
could be in
Limp.
trouble. They've got the 3 of them. He'll throw out the Laguna, but he's not going to get anything done with that. The Thunderstrike's in. Limp goes down. So not only dead, but of course without that Laguna for a full minute. So some of his impact going to be heavily limited when he's back up on the map. Big move from EG to catch Limp just a little bit too far in the river.
And Limp really, he was looking to go for that kind of solo play there, and yeah, EG, they just bring the double backups. Because now they know their 2 lanes are pretty okay, right? Like Arteezy can be left alone. Ice is in a good spot, so they can start doing this and playing around the mid lane for Abed, because they know that Abed's going to have a hard time versus Lina. Some really good moves and really good understanding.
And FNG, this time around, he's not getting it away from them. Crit with the setup, Wolf support over by Ice. It's another kill here. EG now at 5-0.
Early lead. And a Sandking is a hero that when you do have a tough start, it's really hard to recover. That's one thing that's important. Sure, farming you can recover, but I mean by levels. Like he's level 4 at almost 7 minutes. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, just the 17 CS. Hasn't been able to farm at all down here really, S4 with the struggles that they had in this lane duo.
Yep. Almost level 5. Yeah, TZ level 6. Disruptor already level 4 with the dust at the ready. And they're even bringing the 3rd hero down. They want to kill us.
Oh, S4's got to be careful. If he gets anywhere close to the wave, Fly will be able to find the setup.
Because Abed's now jungling. Ice has his lane stabilized with a Dominator up top. So yeah, they can just, like we said, the 2 supports can just keep pairing, looking for these kills. And now I think on Alliance, you might have to do the same. I think you bring Hanskin, you bring FNG to start looking for plays around the map. But they're so underleveled too, so it's a problem. But they can leave Nico Baby alone on an island, so I think they should look to pair up. Right now they're sapping XP from these stacks, which I think is actually necessary since they are so underleveled and Hanskin's taking mid. So this is a good distribution of resources. And S4 is actually ancienting, so they are starting to get their catch-up methods. Ice is in.
mean, he's trying to do this on his own.
He wants the big kill.
I mean, yeah, he's not getting any kills here.
Oh, and he's lost his Dominator. It's been taken over.
Just creating some distraction. I did sort of bring the attention. 3 heroes up here. Handscap. Quick hold on to Arbeb. DD Room will spawn bottom though. Arbeb would love to get his hands on that. And FNG knows.
Is he going to give his life for it? He's going to give his life for it.
He is. Make sure that the DD doesn't fall into the hands of them, but will indeed lose a life. That's EG. Another kill.
I actually think that's really worth it. A DD Ember Spirit almost max light, I think that would be really problematic when you're setting up for defenses with level 4 supports who are already scouted by wolves.
Yeah, look at that.
He
he absolutely is. No escape for him. The wolves from Ice playing the top lane with the micro over on the mid. Setting up. I mean, you just don't expect wolf movement like that.
No. And the tower, not even with the catapult wave, mid tower gets taken out. The Lina's tower, who has gotten only 140 damage onto the Ember Spirit's tower. That's a very big deal. It's going to open up the map for Abed as well as the Wolves even to scout more. Like ISS can do so much scouting information, so...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Alliance is going to need something big from it, Limp, once he starts getting involved with his boots of travel. And yeah, the supports are going to just need some type of kills and somewhere to get caught back up. It's level 3 on FNG, just hits 4 and 4 on Lion.
With the setup, they've got Glimpse in a few seconds. S4 essentially going to sort of play around with the potential with an ult, and they will respect that. They won't look to fight into that, the two of them. Backup also on the way. Handscan making his way over. Can the two do anything? S1 and Handscan, they're watching RTZ from the trees, but it's a bit of a risky play to make. But maybe a quick kill for Fly will do it. Vanguard. S4's very tanky. Gets the impale, they'll get the kill. Burrow Strike saved for Arteezy here as they turn their attention over towards the Monkey King. Arteezy's cookied in.
But it's right to Limp.
Oh, but he gets Lagoonaed. Limp comes in with the ult, slams down Arteezy. Now Alliance with the numbers, they can look for more. Over towards Crit they go. 3 kills for Alliance.
Very nice. Bring the numbers. I think that was crucial. When they are so underleveled, have the supports move with the Lina. Very nice stuff. I like that they didn't force the play either on the Monkey King first. They go for the Disruptor, then they bait Arteezy in. And they're back.
Yeah, good sort of patience there from S4 to make sure he did have the Burrow for our top. After they dispatched the Disruptor, and his tower will be theirs. Alliance getting the push on.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
the top lane, Nico baby. Getting some space for now. They're going to try and do something about this EG. Fly, Arteezy and Arbed all heading up here. At least they're going to force down this tier 1 tower.
They have Static Storm, so if they do get vision of him from either the Wolves or from Arteezy inside his Tree Spring, it's very likely they'll be able to catch Nico baby here. Alliance is ready though. They're bringing quite a lot of heroes top. S4 here.
And then finally, I mean, Boundless into Static Storm might be enough. Lock him down.
S4 is like, you back up. Yeah. Let me hit the creeps. All 5 of EG at the ready. Alliance seem to know this is happening.
I mean, it's a bold move to try and hold this tower. It's not an easy one to hold.
No. Sentries down, they see S4.
Start of the action, an early rage from Nico baby. Maybe even vulnerable.
Limp, waiting in the wings.
Tower's going down. Oh, they'll set up on a Ice. They're looking to burst him. Ice is able to get away in time. He will buy some time here, able to run off into the trees. S4 being focused, dragged back into the Static Storm. They take down the Sand King. A 1-for-1 between the offlaners. EG not getting the tower either. The tower will hold for now. So Alliance, all things said and done, a successful hold.
Yeah, pretty good. Blowing up Ice like that from the tree lines. Yeah, that was solid. And in the meanwhile, I think Hanskin the whole time was like, before he TP'd up there, he was bottom finishing up that level 6 so he could get the finger. So it was, pretty good hold. And the tower survives. Like, that's very rare that you do see these towers up until like the 12-minute mark. These tier 1 safe lane.
And you like this for Nico baby this game. Now, no sort of Maelstrom and farm, just tanking up with the classic armlet and then looking for the Sanj next, making sure that he's got that beat to deal with EG running at him.
Yep. Looks good. Halberd could even be valuable in this game, to be honest, versus Monkey King, because he just has a really tough matchup there, but we'll see if he's going to go all the way there, if he just goes for the normal SNY, something like that. Again, a smoke, EG. Perhaps for Lim.
They want them. Change. Set up. Not quite able to get in range for the cookie though. Ellis is down. Jump forward from Arteezy. He's in with the side of fist. They cut down Lim. Abed. Not able to dive in for more.
He's got Arcane Rune.
He's tempted. Does he want to dive? Or
can't quite.
Doesn't quite get the hit with the slide. FNG will survive. Fly in the neighborhood as well. Static Storm at the ready. They where some of the ancients, size. Close to having his next 2 items done over the initial helm. Hanskin in the mid. They want to glimpse him back for the kill. They will. Static Storm's down, Fly, and Crypt. They'll take the opportunity to take him down.
Nice quick kill. Does mean no Static Storm though for 80. So see if Alliance does look to make something happen off of that. It's a bit tough for them to actually make some plays. Wolves are constantly scouting S4, as we said that was going to be one of the big things for EG, is just information game. We do have the full Maelstrom now finished up for our Ember Spirits. Abed in a very good position.
Nico Baby's still definitely strong.
He is very strong. He's very farm still. Not quite the same as Arteezy, but he is going to feed off of these supports. If he's able to get into the backline, there's nothing they can really do versus him. But he does need S4 to be able to do that. So we need S4 to get a Blink Dagger for Alliance, for them to look for plays. And on the side of EG, I think they're comfortable just still with what they're doing, because they're getting good farm on both of their big cores. And they have actually on all 3 cores. Like Lycan's almost got his hump of the Overlord. So. Man, that set's crazy looking. His claws bug me, actually. I gotta be honest.
The claw.
The claws get to me.
And he's gonna give that man a nail cut up.
So he's just farming, I guess, in the woods with the goats. Yeah, he's just sending his minions in there, farming, giving Fly XP. Fly's like, okay, thank you. And meanwhile, we just have Hanskin waiting to stack up some camps. Almost has Blink Dagger.
Yeah, they're gonna pretty much
That's
have the double blink.
Really good timing on Hanskin. That is quite surprising. I guess he did get some good time bottom for like 2-3 minutes to farm, but wow, I did not think he was that close.
A slow start as well for him in that lane.
It was. That's absolutely true.
And recovery's certainly being made.
So that'll be big. Double Blink Daggers, that could catch him off guard. And they have the burst. Like Arteezy, like we said, he's tanky. He's even gone for the second Ogre X for BKB, but with all this burst and stun, Alliance will be able to kill him if they get the jump.
Coming in with the smoke, EG. FNG is going to go for the TP out. Oh, they've got it. Boundless strike into the cookie. FNG no escape, and Arbed's already going to try and chase for more, but the rest of Alliance were able to get out in time, so only FNG left behind. Yeah, the blinks are out, so should expect to see a smoke up from Alliance, and indeed, Hanskin's got it ready.
Yep.
The 2 blink reveals. This could be big.
I want to see a big core kill. I want to see like an Arteezy kill or an Abed kill. No supports.
Hanskin's in. Trying to start things here. Will they have the damage for Abed?
It's going to be close.
They will.
The Dragon Slave. Very nicely done. Perfect. As soon as the blinks come out. And they didn't even have to use the finger.
They didn't have to use the smoke.
That's true. It just naturally came to them. And now they have a catapult pushing in mid-wave too. Very ideal timing for them. As we will see Ice, he's got the Black Dragon. So probably going to stop this push.
He's going to charge it. Nico Baby still looking to
still
stay on
working
tower.
on it. Yeah, she can't stop the push.
He's not feeling too scared at all.
Nope.
Far bit out of the game. He knows it's unlikely that Ichi's going to throw too much into a tower defense. He'll take it out. Indeed, Arteezy, meanwhile, on the bottom lane, just trying to get the BKB finish for the next fight. Half of the gold of the recipe away from having it complete.
Still having finger available. We see Limp's going to go back to base right now. Heal up after he finishes up this camp. He's level 12 with bots. So level 2 Laguna. They could look to set up still.
Bottom.
Yeah, they could still look for another play.
Yeah, Arteezy
knows. Yeah, he's gonna know. Very close to his BKB. And that's when I feel like we're going to see them group up a little bit more on EG rather than playing literally split all 3 lanes. Because that's what it's been for 17 minutes now. Ice top. Abed mostly playing in the mid. Arteezy mostly playing around the bottom side. It's a very close one right here so far. Less than 1K. About 1 to 2K here for EG. But experience, very similar.
Keep it PMA, keep
that's it. And as we did say from, I guess we didn't mention it again after the whole drafting thing, but looking at Alliance's draft, it's majority that spell damage that's going to be coming out, so BKB is very valuable for EG. So even see Abed, he's put the priority up for himself too.
And with that, they still have to try and get through some relatively tanky hero. You know, S4 with the Vanguard.
Yep.
Obviously, Nico Baby with the Armlet and the Sange. Not easy heroes to kill, even though they may be able to keep themselves alive. Especially once he's got like the plate mail into the AC. Nico Baby's going to be very tanky in the front of these fights.
I like that he's switching it up so much, because I saw he had Halberd for a second or two, then he switched to Deso. Now he's gone for AC. AC could work well because then it's not only reliant on him being the right clicker, it helps Limp a lot.
Yeah, he
because Limp is going to do a lot of damage. Limp's going to start popping off too, and he has BKB.
They're going for a smoke. I mean, Hanscam feeling confident that they can go for the jump burst with the finger at the ready, and Nico Baby inside him.
Gonna start the Roche here with the medallion.
Can they burst Arbed? He's poking at the wave, and indeed EG. They are taking this in Alliance. They don't seem to be moving quite over at a speed that's going to be able to put a stop to this. EG should have this.
Yeah, I think they're going to get it. They have scan available too, but
not heading
thinking
over.
about it, no.
No read at the pit, or if it is there, they don't want to take the fight. So free Roshan and Aegis here for Arteezy.
That gives them time to finish up those BKBs, right? They already have the MK1. The Emperor's going to be finishing up soon, and Lycan's 3/4 of the way to an Agonist.
They're going to try and smoke into this now. Not an easy fight to take. Into these new BKBs, into the Aegis. Alliance, they've got to get a clean kill to start the action, otherwise this team fight will not be easy.
Yeah, they just have to get a clean initiation that's not scouted, right? So we see like Wolves and Sentries already like starting to look to scout. Tower's already going to go down though, so can't quite set up yet. And I don't know if he's just going to threaten high ground too much. Not with like their full squad. They're just going to throw a little dragon there.
Still tier 2's up in a couple of lanes. Still a tier 1 down bottom.
We'll get the dragon though. So a feet of gold there. Limp's going to be happy.
Smoke up from the supports of EG. Ready to back up Arteezy. Maybe seeing if the Alliance try to go for the quick burst. Take away the Aegis from him. It would be a risky one though. And I think Alliance are going to be aware that the bait setup play from EG, and the Alliance is playing very cautious. I mean, what's sort of the call from Alliance here? Like, do they want to try and make a move into EG when they push with this Aegis, or do they have to avoid? Like, how strong are Alliance in comparison?
If EG overextends, they have good team fight around towers for sure on Alliance, but they have to be careful how far forward. They don't really want to go like past their tower and take a fight, because if they overextend too, then the glimpses can start happening. They have to be careful versus Aegis and BKB.
Oh, hang on.
And what did he go actually on? Are they both going double AC?
I mean, that.
You're just seeing that too, right?
Yeah, that's.
Well, we'll see if they didn't purchase yet.
Yeah,
so.
I don't think they will, right? You don't want to go double AC.
No.
Leaner as well as a lifestealer. That would be.
No, I wouldn't.
And it would be an interesting spread of your gold.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind if Limp just goes for his Shadow Blade thing. Ooh, he actually has to BKB just for the Boundless to get away.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I feel Limp will change it up. I don't think they're going to be buying 2 ACs.
No. I don't mind the big build that everybody's doing right now, Silver Edge. And Shadow Blade's not bad to be able to get away from things. Like BKB Shadow Blade, you run outside of Wukong's reset. But, I don't know, we'll see. Arteezy getting stunned.
Jump, see if they can burst him the once. Yeah, just get him out of the ice path and gives him the chance to put the BKB.
Nico Baby
will back away. He's headed in, but the Static Storm's caught him. Lies managed to come in with the catch. The silence lasting long. Nico Baby, can he get his way out of this? He's already used the rage as well. He's trying to run. Ice looking to chase. That's Nico Baby down and out. Alliance, they lose 2. Arteezy will lose the Aegis, but it's a very worthy trade there as they've taken 3 of Alliance. Arbed does go down, but EG overall, they'll take the team fight, and with the push of this catapult, they'll also take the tier 2.
Nico Baby just beelines it into the back by himself. That was a bit crazy. But it was also a nice cookie. That was actually a very nice cookie to disengage Arteezy from getting chain stunned and potentially getting burst down to once.
Yeah, gets him the chance to put the BKB in fight.
Yep.
Also forcing S4 to TP out, so S4 wasn't really, it took him some time to get back in.
For sure. Yeah, we'll see that one again. Look how deep Nico Baby is all by himself, and then the Wukong's a sub. He has got no escape. And his supports, nobody can walk in to help him.
Back in action, Hans getting to go down. Arteezy and Crit, they swing around bottom. I'll take the kill. Arteezy maybe seeing if he can even find more. he's going to eye up this ancient stack. In fact, he might. He's going to go as deep for the kill on FNG now. Far too risky.
He's got a juicy ancient stack.
Yeah, take this farm. It's going to give him the money for the Basher.
Is under attack.
So that's the Basher notice, because he wants to be able to stand toe-to-toe versus Lifestealer. This is what allows you to. Either you go Blade Butterfly, Basher, etc. Scouties.
We will see indeed Limp not going to be buying an AC. Yeah,
Yeah.
getting that Daedalus so he can amp up that right click.
I still wouldn't mind if he does see an opportunity to go for Silver Edge. I mean, sure, he has like Sand King, so they're always carrying reveal for him, but could still be potential for it, but we'll see. 7k gold lead now for EG. Starting to really find their footing, and Alliance now starting to kind of be trapped. These 4 heroes alone, while Nico Baby's doing his own thing.
And Nico Baby's not going to expect the Basher maybe to come out when it did, so that...
And he's bit, the wolf bite.
Oh, he's yeah, I mean, yeah, wasn't going to be close enough to get in on that. So, yeah, good move from Nico Baby to back out when he did. And that Basher could have caught him off guard, but not allowing for any risks here. Alliance, whilst Nico Baby causes that attention up top, though, we'll try and smoke up with the rest of them, see if they can maybe catch Arbed.
The wolf bite just looks so funny to me. I don't know why.
Arbed has got that BKB done now, though, so a lot trickier to catch unless they get that initial hex.
These fights will not be easy. Like we said, initiation's king, especially in this game. EG just has had much easier ways to enter the fights, even though we do have these double blinks on Alliance. Just vision factors and just being ahead, really, after that laning phase. Nico Baby, 300 from AC. Very likely wanted to wait for that. S4 is about to have a Yules too. A couple items that they're about to get.
See how much EG wants to push before the next rush.
I think Ice Ice can start poking. I don't know if he has to commit his hero. I think he can just walk up his minions, force somebody back. But he also probably doesn't want to give up too much gold. Yeah, he's keeping the helm back, so he's just going to poke at the wolf for a quick second, but as soon as they see the Lina, they're like, alright, well, we can't push. We need to wait.
Things being made as well, maybe wanting to check out the triangle of Alliance, but as it stands, Alliance completely inside the base right now.
AC's done. RTZ waiting in the trees. They know that something's up here, though. Nico Baby not even walking out to clear that creep wave says everything. He makes FNG do it with his attack range talent.
They're going to try and get out and fight now that they do have that AC done. Smoke up. Who are they going to be able to get the jump on? RTZ on the trees, though. He's going to dispel the smoke and makes it a lot harder for Alliance to get that surprise that they want.
It gets pinged immediately, but yeah, still can't make a move. The ward, it actually sees Limp sneaking out.
They've got the cookie set up into the Boundless. They're looking Limp down. Limp, he's going to get taken out. The wall's into the cookie play, making it work. S4 caught in the Static Storm. Some time to be bought here with the Yule Scepter, but he's been dusted up. And they've got the damage. S4 taken out. Drag back onto Nico Baby. No rage for 8 seconds. They cookie in on top of the Lifestealer. He gets blasted out of the game. As EG take out the 3 of them, and with that, they can definitely try and run up to the high ground. They've got the push coming in top, jumping forward. This wolf, my goodness. He's got some legs on him here with the leaps that he's pulling off.
That actually looks hilarious. Limp just not expecting the ward. Vision wins you games sometimes, and that one is like, Limp just gets caught, doesn't get his BKB up, gets chain stunned.
See what they can do to hold with just the 2 of them. They'll have Limp back up in 5 seconds.
They're popping the glyph on the side of EG too. Just really trying to persist for this tower, persist for this Rax.
And they will respect the respawns. Hansken.
Yep.
Clip part's easy with the stun, but no further follow-up. EG will back off for now. The tier 3 taken. 30 seconds until a potential Roche spawns, so EG still have the avenue to play it out safe.
Got lanes in great spots. Bottom is going to start pushing in toward the side of Alliance. Abed was actually mid-pushing this whole time too, while his team was pushing top. So Alliance has a lot of things they need to deal with now. You know, all 3 lanes going to shove in. Roche is going to start spawning soon. And EG's still looking for fights.
He's just in with the BKB. Straight on a hand scan. Nothing to stop a BKB Monkey King right now. Maybe they can get him after it comes to an end, though. They look towards him. The glimpse back, dragging Nico Baby away from the action. As now S4 is left alone. He's trying to rev up the epicenter. Gets himself up with the Yule, so we'll live for now. Ice Path does catch Arts easy, but Ice Ice is ready to go with the ult. He's trapped in the Static Storm. Didn't get the rage off before the action kicked off. So Nico Baby out for 50 seconds without buyback. Artsy in with the first hit bash onto Limp. Limp will fall. 4 dead on Alliance. FNG trying to crawl himself back to the fountain. He will live, but the basin Huge danger now as EG, they'll push up and they'll look to take away the set of racks mid. Abed working on the top lane. They might have another fight in them, but it's going to have to be miraculous to turn this one around. Now 22-7, the lead 16k. It's going to be even more here with both of these racks almost certainly getting cleaned up.
I think they're probably talking just about the next one at this point already. Those last few fights were just impossible. And I think EG just got too much out of the map, especially when they just get that Roche completely uncontested.
Yeah. And the last pick lifesteal, it's just not had its chance to do much at all. If Nico Baby 1-3-1, really struggling to have an impact this game, despite the fact that indeed it was their last pick. It's just not been an easy game for him at all.
No, most definitely not. Definitely, we'll see this one again. S4 gets his Yules off to defend himself, but then Nico Baby, he has to commit the raid to try to kill a minion or summon, and then he's just caught inside of a static. He gets brought down. Yeah, tough game. And constantly with information. That's what we were saying, is the information game from EG is always going to be there, and they're wrapping around.
They're going to get kills here. If this doesn't go well, it may be over for Alliance in this game. They get the jump on a crit. Laguna as well. They're trying to burst the Snapfire, but crit's out to the side. They've lost the Lion. Arteezy's in with the BKB, trying to close it onto Limp. Boundless strike down.
Everywhere.
Limp spin surrounded. He'll go down. No buyback available for him. Abed jumping across with the chains onto S4. As S4, he's out. FNG stuck in the trees. Crit will fall. But the Lions have lost 3.
Oh, Nico Baby still getting chased by Arteezy inside of a creep. Juking.
What?
Trying.
This is pretty spooky.
He's still chasing
He's going to have Primal Spring in a second Arteezy, so he could come crashing down onto this creep.
Oh.
He's going to keep running.
Uh-oh.
I think he might be dead. He's going to be quite speedy though, but the chains. Abed holds him in reach of Arteezy. Trying to rage and fight back. A stun comes out from Hansken, but I think he's only just offered up his life as well. Hex will hold back Arteezy for now, but now Ice is coming in with a wraparound. S4 comes in with a 2-man stun. But Nico Baby, very, very dead here. Boundless strike lined up perfectly as Arteezy comes crashing down into the 2 of them, and that is it. GG is called. EG, they'll take this game 1, 29-9, 23k lead, and pretty convincingly as well. This was a tough one for Alliance.
Yeah, sure was. I think the BKB timing thing is huge for EG when they're playing versus these 4 heroes on Alliance. You know, the Lion, Jakiro, Lina, Sand King. They get countered pretty hard, but also just this push that constantly comes out. Top lane was a huge issue. Ice was his home the whole time.
Yeah.
They kept having to go up there to address it. They kept getting pulled out of areas, and then they'd get jumped by the other heroes of EG. Yeah, EG was just pulling them all over the place on the map, and they always had information from the Monkey King, from the Wolves. Just like we said, that was probably going to be one of the big difficulties for Alliance, and yeah, ended up being.
Yeah, I think EG, they're pretty comfortable going into that one with the way that they started and sort of finished the draft off the Monkey King and the Lycan as the first 2. It's going to feel pretty good. Alliance trying something very Alliance. You know, we know sort of in previous patches, Jakiro line, it's something they love doing. Just didn't really have the impact this game, and the last pick Lifestealer, you know, they wanted it because they wanted that ability to fight into heroes like the Disruptor. But honestly, at the end of the game, Fly he had Nico Baby's number. Nico Baby was not really able to avoid being static stormed at all at the end of it all, as Fly played it very smartly.
Yeah, and two of the fights, it felt like Nico Baby just. In his head, he's just like, I see blood, I have to kill the Disruptor, but he puts himself into a bad spot at the end of it all. So, tough game for Alliance,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Some dominant stuff here from EG in Game 1. We'll see if it switches up at all in Game 2. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Dota 2 here at the TI10 group stages. I'm Pixel with Fogged. We're halfway through EG versus Alliance. Game 1, tough one for Alliance. EG looking pretty darn strong. Monkey King like an opening, and they played it very, very well. Going into this game 2, Fogged, if you're Alliance, what are you taking away?
Ban the Monkey King.
Yep.
I think you just ban it because now you got played a little bit in that last one, right? It was a first pick Monkey King, and you were banning a bunch of carry heroes, and then bam! They just make it an Arteezy Monkey King, and it just turns out to be a great Monkey King game because he has an excellent lane versus a Sand King Lion, which is a kind of weak lane.
Yeah.
And he ends up just completely crushing the game. So.
And I think they got baited a little too much into going for that lifestealer last pick. You know,
Yeah, perhaps.
they saw the Disruptor, and it was almost as if they tunnel visioned on the Disruptor. Disruptor, I need to pick their lifestealer jug. Whereas the lifestealer just it doesn't really have that good of a game against heroes like Monkey King and Lycan.
Yeah, I agree.
And they're the heroes you should be concerning yourselves with in this patch.
And now they get an IO. So I'm pretty happy about that one.
I'll see what Alliance's route is. Last time they went for a very Alliance opening, a bit different to what other teams would, but the Jakiro, the Lion. I think they'll probably try something a little different this time round. It was a tough game one. Alliance, they need to come in with something different.
Yeah, let's see if they pick something to just like counteract the gyrocopter that I think that he's probably going to take.
This is
Snap's good.
Snap.
I like Snap a lot right now. Strong.
Snap
and
died.
Nice.
Here we go.
Nice minus armor. We've seen it work a lot in multiple teams right now. Back to basics. We saw this. This was like DPC. This was DPC Season 2 a lot, right? We would see the Snapfire, Tidehunter, Lion, Tidehunter majority of games, I feel like. So.
Yeah, there's much more sort of
remaining.
standard opening here for what you expect.
Always tough for IO to play into this because if Tidehunter's alive, if Snapfighter's alive, like if you just get caught by anything, you're gonna get deleted. So could definitely prove to be difficult.
What's in there for EG?
What's it gonna be?
Lycan is there? Do you think another game for the Lycan? They do get such invaluable information with the Wolf micro from ISIS. He's just so good at getting. Just giving so much information to the team. Like there's not many heroes that you're going to be able to come comparably close to what ISIS can achieve for you in that sense.
Tide is one of the kind of counters for Sling, but the thing is that it's an offlane Lycan. So then it's like not as you don't want to be countering Lycan your offlaner with the Tidehunter or something like that. So EG, taking a little bit of time here. Storm is another one they could do, right? Yeah, they're gonna do it. Okay. I was about to say, wait a minute. I see Tidehunter Snapfire. No point target stuns.
Sure.
We have Abed on this team. Storm and IO is common pairing for them.
Because last year Storm got quite an early ban, right?
He got first 2 banned.
First 2 banned last game, so something that Alliance are clearly scared of, and they're going to have to deal with it this time.
Yep. Nice puck taken out. Very comfortable Limp hero. Also here that works really well with Snapfire, as we saw, I think it was yesterday, right? The coil puts just a Mortimer Kiss, and IO is dead, or most of these support heroes just get taken out, and there's not much that you can do about it.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, what are sort of the solid heroes that you do want against the Storm? Nyx, indeed, would be very tasty.
Nyx could be nice.
We did see last game. Actually, Alliance banned it out, so Alliance, I mean, definitely a hero they're thinking of. It's in the pool that they want to pick and ban, so as you say, could be a solid one here.
Could still look for. I mean, I said the Ember a bunch of times yesterday. Last game for Limp, it ended up being EG who picks it. I do think there's potential for Ember for Alliance too. Sure, versus the lane versus the Storm, it's not as great, but you'll be fine. Like, you find a way to make it work.
I think they're more tempted to probably just stick Limp on like the Lina again.
After that game though, right? Like I feel like you have to be put off from it.
Okay.
Like, I feel like you'd have to. Because now what? How many games is it that they've picked third pick Lina? I feel like I've seen them pick a lot of third pick Lina already.
Yeah, I mean that's what makes me think they'll do it again. I mean they've got Tide and Snapfire, the minus armor's there. You know, Lina is going to be able to stand there and punch in, and the lane Limp's not going to struggle in the early levels against a Storm in the lane.
They've lost both of the games now that they've picked Lina.
Okay, so you would want to see them try something different.
I would want, yeah. I don't think that Limp wants to just play that.
Okay.
Evil geniuses turn
of course,
to ban.
the other one that does come to mind, as was banned out by EG last time, was the Kunkka.
Yeah, and this was the other one I was about to say is Death Prophet. I think that's another one that's really good versus Storm, and also you group up, and then it's like IO and Storm is more about like the pick off kind of game. If you're getting a group up lineup that's setting tempo, setting pace, like with the Death Prophet, I think that would have been a really good approach by Alliance. So I like that ban.
Turn to ban.
Yeah, I think we might see the Lina, but I'd like to see the Kunkka. You know, against the IO, good way to hold and set up. And yeah, pretty much one of Limp's finest.
Sure, cool with it. Good lane for Storm though. Not a bad lane for Kunkka, but
I mean, if you're smart with pulling the
10
creeps and
seconds
yeah.
remaining.
the Tidebringer, you can. I think you can go both ways. I think Limp
5
on the
seconds
Kunkka would be
remaining.
confident enough to battle against the Storm.
I like the Storm usually in that matchup. But Kunkka, he'll still farm, like guaranteed.
Alliances turn to ban.
So the Weaver ban. That's another one. That's a good ban, like that one. When you're playing with IO. Easy hero to get in there.
I mean, what about how do you sort of rate Limp's Invoker?
He does not play it.
It's just that's not something
That's
that
not a
Limp will
limp.
play.
No.
10 seconds
I hope he
remaining.
doesn't.
Well,
Because in the past he's really strong. He's not really he's not the same like
5 seconds
Crosswex guy. I don't know.
No.
It doesn't fit
No.
him for some reason. So
Yeah, because a lot of teams would be picking Invoker right now.
yeah,
Against,
I could see that.
these two. Well, the Nyx is still there. If Alliance do want to get that to try and mess with the Storm's game.
I don't mind the Knicks. Does make you susceptible to BKBs again with your first 3 picks, but
Alliance running down to pretty much all their reserve time, already halfway in the draft.
because now they're like, okay, what else is the other? What's the actual IO pairing? We banned Night Stalker and a
Ooh, a
Beastman.
silencer.
Okay, that's a good one versus Storm Spirit. Good one versus IO too.
Well, we haven't seen a lot of silencer though, right?
We didn't get to see one ourselves.
There was it has been picked. It was picked, I believe, in the first
10
game yesterday on one of the streams. I remember seeing it. But other than that, I don't think silence has really been having too much
5
play here
seconds remaining.
in the groups.
Evil
hero tab. I have a
geniuses
hero
turn
tab.
to
There.
ban.
Legion Commander.
Let me refresh it. Let me take a look how many silencers we had. As of yesterday, we had 5. It was 60% win rate.
Alliances turn to ban.
Now we get a Legion.
Oh, Witch Doctor.
Okay.
All right, I like this. I mean, Legion's going to be fantastic. Good lockdown for the Tide, and these backline heroes like the Snap or the Silence, and neither one of those wants to get caught out by a Blink Duel from the Legion.
Oof. Legion Witch Doctor also. Like these are we see Tidehunter, now we pick the Tidehunter killers.
Yes.
Both of these two are
remaining.
going to ensure that goes down all the time. Later on in the game when Legion has
5 seconds remaining.
if and when Ice is able to get like BKB and stuff too, counter to global. Also, a cool thing that happens is if you win your duel, press the attack will dispel the global off yourself, and then maybe you can go and turn press the attack somebody else, but
Evil
that's kind of
geniuses
a
turn to
little small
ban.
situation that could happen. Alliance will go for Ogre. So nice strong 5.
All right. I mean,
So that's a 4 silencer. Wait, that's a mid snap then, or a mid silencer. Is that a limp silencer? They used to do it. It has to be.
it could. I mean,
10
yeah.
seconds
I'm
remaining.
down to see it.
We used to see a lot of mid snap, but I feel like
5
limp
seconds remaining.
is more of a mid silencer guy.
I think you're right with it. Yeah,
Alliances
I think it is
turn
more
to
likely to be
ban.
the Limp Silence and the Snap. Yep,
Okay.
I agree with that.
Interesting. That can be hard though,
I mean-
because then you're putting your priority on the silencer, and they already have
Yeah.
initiation.
And they already have a Legion that's going to be removing a lot of the debuffs, right? Silencer Ogre, these heroes are going to go on someone, and Legion's going to be able to take
10
all
seconds
that sort of
remaining.
damage over time off them. So it could be hard for them to play aggressive. I mean, we'll
5
see. Maybe there's some
seconds
other way they
remaining.
can switch it round as well here, Alliance, but well, we wanted to see them try something different. They certainly are. Slipping the Silencer in and
It's a
potentially
risky
in a
move.
priority role.
Evil
It's a very
geniuses
risky move. I
turn
think
to ban.
I actually would love to see if people could somehow find stats for mid silencers over the last like 6 years
You
or
don't think
something.
it's-
I think the win rate has to be atrocious.
Atrocious.
Probably sub 20% or something. Like not even kidding. Like across professional play, because I know Iceberg was one of the
10
other players that
seconds
loved to try it,
remaining.
and he lost most of his games with it too. There's a lot of players that have tried to make
5
because in
seconds
theory you look
remaining.
and you're like, damn, mid silencer looks hype. Especially now with that you can actually go more of a spellcaster QE.
I mean,
But-
the lane's definitely going to be a bit of a nuisance for Arbed, right, on the
Yeah.
Storm. It's not going to be fun.
Yeah, but at the same time too, Storm can push the wave out a lot easier than a silencer can.
True, you don't have the wave clip.
You have your
I mean,
Q, which is relatively okay,
It's slow.
but yeah, it's not the same.
Things
as
are
a
getting
Storm.
denied then.
Yeah. And I think most of the times, I think like the mid silencers, I've seen them literally just it's WE. I don't think you can do that build anymore because the hero is literally built around Arcane Curse. But yeah, we'll see. There's an interesting one. Different approach.
I mean, I know it didn't really have a good game last game, but
What?
I'm looking at EG's lineup and saying, I mean, Lifestealer's a pretty free game here, right?
I like Razor, honestly.
Oh yeah, RTC's have a cracking
Razor
one on the other
looks
day.
horrific. Witch Doctor Razor, that's probably the hardest counter.
Who's laning against it then? You know,
It would have to. Tide has to, but I don't
yeah.
know how the hell you lane versus Razor Witch Doctor. I think the other one could even be Ursa. Ursa Witch Doctor versus the Tide doesn't sound bad.
Yeah.
They banned it the last game, and then it's an IO pairing. Maybe they could just still like Sven. Could just still get something like safe like that, but not as good. I think I highly prefer the other two, the Razor and the Ursa.
Alliances turn
They're actually
to
gonna ban the Ursa, so that's.
So
cool.
what does that say to you? What any carry that sort of screams out for you?
Probably the Razor then, right?
The Razor. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So someone that cares less about the link.
Look what else.
And he did have a very good game.
Because I'm just thinking about other things I can pair with the IO. Because Storm Spirit might actually just be the IO pairing. And then what are the other ones that maybe he could look at? I mean, there's so many Arteezy heroes that he likes to play that are just annoying. His Naga Sirens and stuff. But I'm gonna lean toward the Razor. I think that one looks
I don't think
really
we'll get
strong.
a Naga this game.
Because I think a BKB Razor just running through this fight, I don't know what Alliance does. And I don't know what the last pick would be to solve that problem. But let's see. It just sounds really strong versus Tide. And the lane just sounds miserable. And then if S4 has another tough game, could definitely be problematic.
Alliances turn to pick.
And it's just going to be the Sven. Okay,
ready.
so it was one of those three. And this is still, still strong. The IO pairing technically now is better, right?
Yeah, sure. Sven IO. It's going to feel good. I mean, I think they're in another tough spot. What does Nico Baby play into this?
Well, the lane's going to be difficult anyway because it's Legion IO, right? And that's just Legion overall. It's just been king of lanes from what we've seen.
And do they have enough to catch
Queen
this
of
storm?
lanes. Sorry, Queen of lanes, I should say. Okay, it's going to be a morph.
Hero.
All right, indeed. Yeah, Limp on the mid silence of this game for Alliance. So let's see what they can do. On paper, it doesn't look any easier, I feel, than game one. This looks like another tough lineup to play as Alliance. I think EG is going to be very happy with getting a Sven as the last pick.
Honestly, like, the 4 heroes that they have, but the silencer scares me because it's a mid. That's honestly my biggest concern. Oh, Ice has a new set, by the way.
Oh, he does.
Look at it.
Very nice, indeed.
No
Make sure you
Legion.
get your drops, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat.
Okay, so let's look at timings and everything. Because Sven is the other thing about Sven is natural BKB buyer, just like the Razor. So that's why I was thinking him.
Very nice
Good
against
IO pairing.
so the minus armor of S4 and Handscan.
That's probably why they lean toward it more. That's a good point.
You can keep, stop your fly, crit, Witch Doctors and IOs dying to the burst.
Teamfight's still strong for Alliance though. So I mean, I'm gonna be looking at bottom. I think it's gonna be up to S4 and Hanskin a lot this game. Just if they have good games, then they can actually look to pull their team around. Limp is scaring me. Like it's not him. It's the hero that's scaring me.
You're just concerned that it could be just a nothing game for a silencer.
It could be
if it's a rough start. And I feel like EG sustain for the team fight's just going to be insane. ISO, Sice, and RTZ having abilities to protect people and then fly with the heals, crit on the IO. If they get something like an early mech, they'll easily be able to outdo the initial burst from Alliance in the team fights. And it's only going to be in the very later portions where this morph's going to turn up and be that much of a threat. Until that time, I think it's going to be difficult fights for Alliance, unless this Limp Silencer does something that we're not expecting.
Which the other thing is, I'm curious to see because I actually haven't gotten to see a mid silencer versus a Storm Spirit since we've had Water Runes added. So I want to see how much that actually changes because overall in the past, Silencer versus Storm, Silencer can bully him pretty hard because you have the glaives, you have orb walking, you constantly are like pushing him out of lane. But I think now with Water Runes, it's going to change stuff. So eyes on mid lane for me. At least to see how Limp is going to be doing, if he's going to be able to get a good advantage, and also on top to see how S4 and Hanskin are able to do versus the Witch Doctor and this one. Oh yeah, Crit doesn't have Arcana, look at that. But he has the taunt, the question mark taunt on the IO. I don't think I ever see anybody using that one.
Ah, is that a newer one?
I didn't even know it existed. I think I've only seen it like twice.
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Or fly.
Oh,
surprise. It's going to be a first blood for Alliance.
Oh,
get that in.
+2.
Oh, GG. All right, well, that's the way for Limp to start the night.
And the other thing about the Silencer is it has gotten buffed. The QE got nerfed. but the W got buffed. So in the laning phase, buffed in the early game, sorry, I should say, because level 1 now you see 15 seconds, so that could, that could hurt in the laning phase. If he gets like 5 hits, it reduces the int of the storm.
Yeah, that's just sort of efficiency-wise makes it a lot more mana costly to nuke the wave out with the remnants.
But then it also makes it more mana efficient if you use
to
auto
heal
and
up,
mango and whatnot too.
Yeah.
And so
That's true. Sort of balances out, I guess.
All right, crowd, let's take it easy. We got the first blood. Chill out.
Everybody chill out.
Just watch some Dota.
Chill out, crowd.
And, ooh, Limp heavily wins the block. A very good hero to win the block as, too, versus Storm, because now you can just orb walk him.
Just click him.
Oh, this is tough for Abed. Losing the range creep. Unable to walk up for denies. It is going to push into his hill now with those 3. But Limp's 2. I want Limp to play super aggro. Get on him. Just hit him. Hit the hell out of him. Curse him. Hit him. Skill your 2. Hit him. I just want him to. I guess he's deciding which one he wants still. But I want him just,
I mean,
just
which one does he want? You know, what is the best in this lane?
In the mids, they usually take the last word. Yeah. But Arcane Curse isn't like the go. So, I mean, we'll see.
And what about these side lanes? Who's having the fun time on the side lanes?
Ice. I don't think Arteezy should be under the gun almost at all either, so.
I mean, first wave or so, not looking too terrible for Abed.
No, he did fine.
Yeah. He's able to successfully push the wave right back in.
He's trading right back with the silencer too. That's, it's 3 armor, even under the tower. Silencer has 6 armor. Storm has 6 without being under the tower. So
Abed's got his bottle.
Yep.
So it's able to grab the creep wave around.
Yeah, I actually think like the water runes may have just made this matchup really difficult for silencers, but because now runes coming out, they're gonna check runes at least. Okay, so FNG is gonna go bottom to make sure that at least one of them gets taken away. So okay, and now Limp did put the point with Arcane Curse.
You
need to be like a shark.
Nice, very okay.
Still doing alright for regen though this lane and stick against the tide. Should be fairly safe. Like.
Okay, Limp has actually got his own bottle too, so he's gonna be able to keep his mana up for those waves and the curse spam.
Abed, yeah, definitely doing a good job though at fighting back, not getting outlaned at all by the silencer on the first few levels. Obviously the CS down bottom, 13 for 1 against the 9 for 0. Ice having that easier time.
Oh, FNG?
He
is dead. Oh, he missed the nuke, but it doesn't matter anyway. Oh, Courier.
All right.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Happy times with the 2 of them. Crit dropping the question mark. That beautiful taunt.
It's a little like fireworks to come out of it too. Abed makes his way to his 3-minute rune. It stacks his camp as well, so having some efficiency plays. Yeah, he's doing just fine mid. Nobody really getting too far left behind. Just Nico Baby struggling a little bit after that death from the Ogre. FNG going for another Courier kill. Getting slowed down by the Orb of Venom. He'll be alright. Oh, Nice is going to do the same thing that we saw. I believe it was Faith Beyond yesterday do. I think it's going to be a straight armlet. Because that's with Faith Beyond. They just naked armlet. No boots. And it was very strong.
Yeah, he's just going to come running at you and...
You can't push him out of lane. That's the other thing too, is that this Helm of Iron Will is a ridiculous, just flat item. 6 armor, 5 HP regen. Even though it got its cost increase, it's still crazy strong. As Nico Baby. League some harass, but he's alright. Mid. FNG's making a move.
Some TP's coming in, but Abed, he's got a Fairy Fire, and crit comes in as well in time.
Ooh, that was close. Securing Rune. FNG isn't able to quite get it. So that Water Rune will heal up Abed, also the salve onto him. That was very close to him going down. But Abed holding his own, even though they're even bringing a rotation to try to stop him, to try to get that early kill onto him. Can't.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lane matchup where Storms could slip up, but yeah, Abed not bothered at all by the Silencer's presence.
Now you don't really want to sit in the lane because now once Silencer hits 5, each glaive does remove the 2 int, so it is a lot more painful. So now you just go to jungle until you're 6, and then yeah, you don't have to worry about it as much. And the hard part of the lane's gone.
Farm for the 2 carries. RTZ still having a much better time. 27 CS. Only 18 on the morph. It's not been easy for Nico, baby.
Yeah, they decided in the top lane, they picked the Witch Doctor, which if they picked like a Razor, then they'd have a kill lane with Maledict, but they went for a heal to just make sure RTZ farms. He's getting some pressure on him, but we see that heal just kicking in every single time with the Warcry. Can't actually do too much onto him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
FNG trying to help out, grabbing the creep wave around. Make the lane in a bit of a better situation for Nico, baby.
Like the 6, Abed zips in mid to drop a ward. Okay, a bit sneaky. Lost a lot of mana for it, but...
Oh, they're wrapping over for FNG here. They can chase this man down. The balls are out here from Crit. FNG.
Looking like it. 1 or 2 more hits. 1 more.
Solid stuff here. Nice and Crit. Ain't going very, very well. It's 2-1, but definitely some of the areas where you maybe would have expected Alliance to be looking for more of an advantage in the lanes, it hasn't happened.
No. And FNG constantly dying is just, it's making Nico Baby really suffer. 23-2. And he's just constantly having to he's getting pushed back to just hit neutral camps while Ice is able to force the issue. Now we have Catapult Wave coming in bottom.
Abed stealing bounty runes, steal the 2 of them. Nothing they can do about it. They don't have the. Well, they do have dust on FNG, but
Radiant are scanning.
I think it's a kill. It's not going to happen yet.
Yeah.
Can't lock this man down.
They do see a low RTZ top with S4 pressuring the tower nicely, so they're going to make their way up to try to kill him, but also to secure the tower. Shredder hits.
Once Ice has the 6, this spawn lane is going to be a bit spooky. I mean, it feels like Alliance have got to do something to get Nico Baby's game in a bit of a better shape, get him some space. Trying to clear out this top lane. Tier 1 tower will fall pretty early here, Alliance. The pressure on.
Nico Baby, I feel like he might just, he probably wants to go hit jungle creeps, but he doesn't want to just leave the bottom lane completely, because it's already 7 minutes, and usually this is when you do see these supports just ditch, so, okay. Top tower is going to be taken, he's just going to get the hell out of here, so. That does mean, though, because EG, they did pull the side, it's 7 minutes, but there's still a catapult down here. You know, that's usually 5 minutes, usually the catapult dies around like the 6-minute mark, something like that. It's still alive because they pulled it to the side, so they will be able to get a big push going down here with this, with Fly set up in the area, too. S4 will get into the enemy jungle, though, take away some stacks.
FNG's going to come in.
Is he?
TP's over, but
that's bold.
Casket's out. Ice closing the gap. FNG probably going to be pretty dead here. Maledict on him. He's tanky, but he's not going to be nearly tanky enough to live through the damage of these 3. As TP gone wrong.
Did slow down the tower push a bit. He pulled the creep wave off, and then the catapult died, but still gives the level 6 now to the Legion Commander. At least LC wasn't 6 there.
Whoa. S4's got the Ravage.
Oh, he's going to get him. +2.
Ah, they've got him.
+2, -2.
Nice swing over there from the top lane. S4 coming in, taking that haste rune out from underneath the nose of Abed. It's a big kill, taking the storm out. Some more space here for Limp. I mean, and for Limp as well, how does sort of the mid-silencer game play out after the laning station? Like, what are we going to see movement-wise from Limp?
It's a great question now at this point. I'm not too sure because I haven't seen it in years. I'm really curious to see what it's going to be able to do. Because Witchblade, of course, is an item that got added later on, which is strong on the hero, but he needs to be sure that he's tanky enough to survive the initial onslaught that's going to come. So they just have to protect him, really. And he's got to get tanky. I thought perhaps he was going to try... Actually, no. I was going to say Falcon, but no, that's not good. I guess Witchblade is probably just the best, and then maybe does just go for the Hurricane Pike kind of build up. That's usually one of the better ones. Might just need BKB early. Honestly, doesn't sound so bad. Witchblade BKB.
I did head over towards the bottom, but creeps were around, so
yeah.
EG fully aware of them making the move down there. Abed finding a lovely one here. The trinket he picked up. In fact, trying to look to get in onto FNG. Is pretty far forward. And Ice, he's going to want them to buy time for him to get the duel. They won't be able to do, so they kill him off. Ice not quite able to get there in time.
Almost gets denied to neutral, but the cask actually had them stunned up, so to swing over and hit him. So he scouted though, right? He walked in, he got to look to see at those ancients. That's what FNG was trying to get information of, and he's going to know that Arteezy is going to make a way over there to clear them. So attention now onto mid. Alliance, no Ravage ready yet. Trying to force something still.
Hard to start a fight. And Ice is around with the Dispel.
Gets a nice rune. Not bad. Sipping for some info. Taking a look at Nico Baby. Gives him a nice little taunt. And S4 parking himself around mid. With that hood, he's very strong. Also has Possess Max, so he gets some nice little healing coming out. And Ravage up in 15.
Smoke up from Hansken. He's ready with the kisses on the back lines if they do get that opening.
They've got strong fight.
See if EG can do anything to buy into this.
Will they look to actually respond to this, or will they look to max? I think, yeah, just Ice the one who can spam the hardest with overwhelming. Look to try to slow it down, but everybody else just farm in the meantime. IO farm bottom, Sven in jungle, Storm elsewhere.
Dire's middle tower has
Good
fallen.
pressure here from Alliance.
Yeah.
Using the strength they know that they have around the Ravage.
And that's going to give them easier ways to get into these jungle points now, too, versus the Sven. S4, Ice looks like he wants a duel.
He's going to go for that duel.
That's a kill.
Death Ward down. It won't get the dual damage, but the kill is taken. Ravage comes out. Ice not able to get away, so they'll get the trade. Nico Baby trying to chase in towards Fly, but won't get the catch on him.
Doesn't get the dual damage, at least. But Ravage and Kiss is used now. That's their two big actual team fight ultimates, while the other ones on the side of EG is just, I mean, their whole lineup really is pick-off for EG, so they're not really looking to go into many of these team fight engagements until Arteezy feels like he's strong enough, which will be some time. I said Arteezy and the crowd goes wild. What the hell? Relax, crowd.
I love Artur.
Holy Locket soon on the horizon for crit. Nico Baby getting lots of nice space, getting into the enemy jungle for a sec, taking some creeps in. He's got the Linken's queued up. Definitely a valuable Linken's game, or a Vortex Orchid that's going to be coming out, a Sven stun, a duel. Looks pretty damn good. Definitely one of the better ones.
Anyone in particular who's going to be looking to morph into? Going with the Sven, buffing yourself up, or?
Yeah, I mean, the Sven, the Legion's always nice, because you press the attack yourself and then just That's always nice. But yeah, Sven, Storm, Legion, all pretty good.
Just looking to progress towards their next time, so you get the blink on Ice. So easy Echo, Mask of Man is done, so...
Wait a minute, do you see this? Ice is stealing the stacks from Arteezy.
He's stealing, there is.
There is.
There is, they've got his name on him. He's like, yeah, good luck, Arteezy, you're doing fine, you don't need these.
He asked. Arteezy's, I mean, he's big enough. He already has Mask of Madness Echo, so... Maybe they probably want Ice to get a bit faster farm, get closer to the Blink Dagger so they can actually do their pick-off game. Because, like we said, EG's not about the team fight. This is more of a pick-off lineup. IO, Sven, relocates with the duels, with the Storm. And Limp is about to have his Witchblade finished up. So his damage is going to be painful.
Dire's top tower
He's going
is
to be
under
strong.
attack.
If he's able to survive. And he is bloodlusted, too. That is the question, though. Is he going to be able to survive?
Radiant are scanning.
That's where Limp wants to head. Got their ults, they do have the team fight good to go, Alliance. Be very careful about, really having a read of where Arteezy and Crit are. They'll always be able to come in and turn the fights around, especially if they don't get caught in the initial Ravage. Relocating a God Strength Sven will still tear through a lot of Alliance's heroes.
Yep. They know where S4 is. Ice. They want this dual fly in position for it, too. S4's got to be careful.
See Smoke up at the same time from Alliance. They're looking towards Zarbeb.
Is he going to step up?
Who's going to get involved in the action first? It's going to be the top lane, S4. They'll head in to try and clear the wave. They'll charge forward. As the duel is there, along with the God Strength from the Maledict, the damage is done.
And his team will not find anything successful. They were probably looking to find the Sven up here inside this triangle area, but not going to be the case. That's the first duel win. Abed also away from that area. Arteezy, he might walk right into him, though.
But I think he wants to. He's got some time left on the God Strength. They want to fight.
Global.
Limp will make it away. FNG probably not going to be quite as lucky here. The silence comes to an end. They're in with the cast. And RTZ able to make the move and get involved in another kill through that duration of the God Strength.
Oh, he's going to be able to kill that little small dragon too, perhaps. Or maybe Fly just stacks it. RTZ goes and pushes bottom.
Tagger on ISO size 1300 in. How's S4 doing on his?
Middle tower is under attack.
Very close.
Yeah, pretty much got it done. So we can expect another smoke probably from Alliance once this Blink Dagger's out.
Force the issue hard. I think they have to start forcing and winning these fights.
There's no God Strength, fight whilst it's down.
Yeah, and it's scary when you're playing into this hand of EG that has a very hard scaling lineup that BKBs are going to pay off massively versus this Tide Under versus this Silencer. So I think Alliance is going to have to make something big happen pretty soon. Otherwise, yeah, they're playing into EG's hands. So okay, it looks like it's going to be a sneaky Roche. The Silencer does kill Roche pretty quick.
All right. I don't think EG's going to be heading over here.
Oh, they have a solar crest already. Wow, I didn't realize how far it's in. That's good.
Yeah, very nice move that EG are maybe not going to be able to do anything about.
ISI seems to know something's up.
Is under attack.
No blink though. He can't go for a steal, and in fact, he's going to get turned on here by FNG. Roshan's taken. Nico Baby picks up the Aegis. Good
Smooth.
move from Alliance.
Very nice. Now ISI stayed in.
He did. He feels that he could clear out a creep wave, but S4's in with the body blocks. Doesn't want to blow the Ravage quite yet for just ISI. In fact, they'll let him go. To hold on to the Ravage for bigger targets, bigger situations. EG, yeah, they'll probably want to avoid the push from Alliance, at least until the BKB is done on RTZ. Just an Ogre Club away, but
Is under attack.
could opt to disassemble.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Is he? Yeah, he's already going to do it, actually. He is going to disassemble.
Yeah, just get the.
It's already coming out. Yeah, Recipe's coming. If a fight comes to him, he's going to disassemble and look for it. Limp, it's all about positioning for Limp. That's the main thing we're going to be looking at. He has to be very careful where he's standing. Because he does hurt. He does a lot of damage.
Straight away, S4 gets the jump. Ravage into the global silence. There's
Perfect.
nothing to save RTZ. Quick, clean move, and EG, they can't save the carry.
Only the 1 for 3 ults, though. And it is on their side of the map.
Dire's top tower
We'll get a
is
tier
under
1 out of
attack.
this, almost certainly.
Yeah.
So if they can actually get anything more. EG, they're looking to
They see
just
Nico.
to try and catch Nico alone. See what they can get. They don't have to blink
Whoops.
still quite yet on ISI, but that might not matter. They're in with the setup. Silence comes down. ISI steps forward. They've got the duel. They've certainly got the damage to bring him down once. Age is gone.
And they immediately bail. Fly will go down. +2 for Limp.
And this will be the blink dagger goal for ISI.
Nice movements from both sides so far here. ISI now walks into FNG.
I mean, RTZ, he's happy to fight. He's got the BKB and the God Strength level 2, and he's ready to charge in. Looking towards FNG. He's going to stay on target here, but FNG's off to the side. They'll go for Limp instead. The pull's there from Arbed. In with the Vortex, drags back the Silencer. Silencer to fall. RTZ ready to step over to one Nico Baby. Nico Baby's out with the waveform back under the tower. Get anything else out of this? Nico Baby may be seeing if they can turn onto RTZ. RTZ needs help, and he needs it now. Stun out onto the 2 of them.
Oh my
S4
goodness.
still with the jump in over towards RTZ. Close the gap with the blink. Nico Baby waveforms in. They bring down RTZ, and they're maybe even not done yet. S4 blink up in a few seconds. Arbed low on the mana. Should have enough to get away, even if S4 closes in on him. We'll try for it, but Arbed has got enough to get himself away. Only just.
Nicely done. They lose Limp. As we said, he's very squishy. He's going to get focused on almost immediately there, but a very scary situation for a second. Nico Baby was he was agimorphing. I think if the Sven actually turns, it was very close chance of him just getting killed, but RTZ just ran. Alliance strikes back.
I mean, Nico Baby's picked up his game perfectly now.
Yeah.
Level with farm to RTZ after a very slow start. Nico Baby keeping his cool and with infinitely more potential to carry this game on a Morphling in comparison to what really he could achieve as a lifestealer in game 1.
And I really do. I love his build this game too. The treads straight into Lincoln's, just be able to protect himself, and then going into the Scotty because he knows they're rushing BKBs because they need to deal with our big team fight that's going to be coming out. So now I have something that can at least deal with that. The slow and even the heal reduction that's going to be coming out from the IO. So this is an ideal build that's going to be coming out for Nico Baby.
Yeah.
Rather than going for the Mantas that we usually see, he didn't go for it this game because it was just such a value Lincoln's game.
So they're going to start setting up. S4's got Ravage back up. See if they want to just blink and blow up Ice. S4's in, starting off the action. Ice has got the movement speed, and S4 again just keeping that Ravage held for bigger times. EG, they did come in smoked, but not too sure if they want to try and take a fight head on now that the Alliance are set up and around in the area.
They do not want to walk into the bruisers. They want to get the silencer and the snapfire in the back line.
I mean, they know if they try and make a jump, S4's going to be in with the counterplay and with that blink Ravage. ZG, do they want to take this fight? Ice he tries to jump in, but immediately gets stunned. Done out from RTZ, he's in, but the global silence comes out, got the BKB off beforehand, so he can't go straight quite yet. Now the silence comes to an end. Hansken, he's up on the cliff, Arbed will find him. Zips up, will be able to take down the snapfire, but now RTZ's got to run. BKB coming to an end. S4 and FNG staying on top of him, they'll get him out of there. As RTZ's back to base, is immediately just teeping down to the bottom lane. There's no fight to be had here. EG, they back off. It was an awkward place to be in, and they make sure they don't commit too much.
Great global. Very awkward for EG. The BKB comes out in the global immediately, so no God Strength off the bat. And they did actually get a cool stun. He stunned the target next to the morph rather than stunning on the Lincoln, so he was potentially going to get some cleave, but a little bit of a weird one. You know, Ice like blinks in to the right side to cast some like overwhelming odds and kind of reveals their positioning to give that good global. Abed.
All right, he's going to go in for Lim. Lim, has he got enough HP to live through this? He doesn't. He's out with the TP and Abed. He's away, nothing to cancel it.
That's a big kill. Not just the gold, how much experience did he get for that one? Doesn't show entirely, but it's a lot that he got. Let's see if it fixes itself. There we go, 1200 XP that Abed got for that kill. That's huge.
Halfway towards the BKB as well.
Yeah. What is that, like, that's over a full level he gets. He gets like a level and change for getting that solo kill onto the silencer. And we did see Limp, he did go for the blink so he can try to position himself better, and then he's going to be going back for that BKB as expected. But yeah, it's scary days still for that silencer. It's going to be a lot of pressure onto Nico Baby, who is having that excellent game.
He is.
Very close to Scotty. And he's got Bloodlust, so he does have steroids.
How's things going for RTZ after the BKB? With the Silver Edge. Better ways to weave in and out of the fight. Make things even more spooky for Limp, who's going to be constantly on edge from these heroes trying to sneak up and burst him.
Arcane Rune on the Storm, but all of the ults are ready on Alliance again.
Yeah, Alliance want to do something with that.
Global and Ravage.
See what S4 can find with the jump. Has some solid Ravages so far.
Oh,
crit and RTZ. That would be the perfect way to start. Straight in, Ravage into the global, cooking forward as well. They'll blow up RTZ. Crit
Beautiful.
to fall also.
Picture perfect. Chain stun. Couldn't be better. And that's a +4.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And Sven does not want to lose Int either, actually. Any of these deaths, they hurt quite significantly, so very nice stuff. And Limp, you know, as a silencer, as a core silencer in particular, actually just silencer ever, you don't really farm too well just farming, so kills are your dream. And which one did he actually get? He didn't get the last, oh no, he did get the last hit on RTZ, so perfect. So one component toward that BKB.
Dire structures are fortified. Radiant
Pulls out the fortification, and they have got the creep wave pushed in. So Alliance, solid position to take this. Pretty good timing on the tier 2. I mean, their own state of the map on their half. You know, only now, just now losing that top tier 1 tower. They've still got their tier 1 mid, only barely, but it does still stand for Alliance.
Rainbow TP's in mid. EG, do they want to look for a fight with the smoke? I'd imagine they're considering it.
No Ravage.
Ults are down.
No silence for you, but about a minute between them.
Yeah, they're going to smoke up. Fly, Abed, and Ice. Actually, just a full 5-man smoke into the Ancient side.
And ideally, who do you want to start the fight on?
I mean, if they can ever find Limp, it's the best, yeah. Or Nico, if they have full vision of Nico Baby and they can break and get a duel, you know. But that's a lot more to ask for.
As for a little separate from the rest of them, but still sweeping around close to
They're gonna
sort of
get
the
vision.
safe area, keeping to the bottom tree line as well. Knows that there is this move coming in with EG being completely off the map.
They know though. The top lane is pushing in for the side of Alliance, so EG not being there, that gives so much information. Yeah, they know.
And nothing to be found, Jen, even if it was Alliance fully prepared.
Radiant are scanning.
EG gets a double ward down, but can't get Limp moved off.
Abed, just showing his face here.
Very quick on the hood there for S4. He does get the hood off, even if he gets hit by like a cheeky hit by like a static remnant. He can still get the blink off quickly. What else do we have out? Crit, full mech now finished. If he's able to get himself like Greaves for himself. I mean, he doesn't really. I guess he can care about being global at times.
Radiant's
Goes
bottom
Roshan.
tower is under attack.
Close. Couple of minutes. Alliance
Are
went
fortified.
down very easy themselves last time, and with their superior team fight, they definitely have the better shot of taking this Roche straight up.
Dire's middle tower
We
is
saw it
under
once, we'll
attack.
definitely see it again in a couple minutes there. Iron up top, Crit. He's already going to be on the relocate to take RTZ out. Can they kill Crit in time?
Will they get him?
Oh, they can!
will.
There's no escape now for Artur. Okay, BKB and a TP. They've got nothing to stop through it. So RTZ will make his way out, but definitely a scary position there to be in.
They might be able to knock on high ground, I think. I think it's definitely the time to do so, because their lineup is, I don't want to say on like so much of a timer, but they want to be able to be the aggressor. They want to be more ahead in this game.
Super solid stuff. I mean, yeah, no BKB for a minute on RTZ. They know that he's not going to want to turn up and get involved, especially without Crit at his side.
It's very likely a Rax.
Is under attack. Dire's top tower is falling.
They can't jump on this at all. They've just got to let it go, EG.
I like that Nico Baby's just being a little bit careful too. 42 strength, he's not all the way down. Keep himself at a pretty decent high HP just in case of anything. And yeah, Rax has claimed
Radiant's middle tower
great
is
moves
under
from
attack.
Alliance.
Now they can back up Roshan. 40 seconds, it's nearly there.
And they get a warden too. Is that one actually? Is that right? I can't see if that's right on the line or if that's gonna get killed. Let's see. It is. It looked like for a second it was right after it, but either way, they're actually gonna check the Roche. It's not up, so they're gonna be okay. Well, we have our ults, so let's look
They're
for a
heading
fight.
back in. Ice, ice, ice. Is he going to get out in time? He's not. They get the initial touch.
He is going down.
He certainly is. A stun comes out from FNG. No escape for Ice, ice, ice. You're not having a very easy game at all. Only plus 20 damage. There's not been as many opportunities I think that EG would have wanted to find with like this Legion and Storm to find kills as Alliance they've been playing as a super tight unit.
Exactly. I think that's the most important thing that I've been seeing this game. You're playing versus this huge pick-off lineup of EG. Alliance is just not giving them those opportunities. Into Roche now. Now to get quickly taken down, and that'll give Limp the majority of the gold for him to have a BKB to be protected himself, too. So he should be able to survive in the majority of these fights now, too.
Now, EG just playing completely away from this. They know that there's no business to be had around the pit with Alliance having the ults up.
Who do you give the shard to? Probably the Ogre, yeah. Ogre shard is just too damn good. I thought perhaps for a second you might give it a Limp just because there's an IO, so the bounce range, you know, bouncing from Sven to IO could be kind of fun, but we've just seen now Fire Shield is OP.
Especially
It's just
against these strength throwers, right, like
Yeah.
Sven, that don't
Sven, Tiny, etc.
rely on the abundance of attacks. It's the high damage of each individual one. You know,
Yeah.
blocking 3 hits from Sven if that's how it procs. That's gonna limit the initial burst from EG a lot.
Oh boy, and look at this. S4 is super farmed this game also. Aghanim is now done. So I always like to call these things, like these little things like steroids for your carries. Morphling now has a Solar Crest, he has the Gush minus armor, and he has a Bloodlust. While Arteezy, he also has some steroids, he has Press the Attack and Overcharge, but I'd say the Morphling is at a bit of an edge this time around.
So Abed, he's gonna go for Limp on the back lines, force the BKB out.
Okay, it's an Arcane Rune, so he feels a bit safer to do so.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Too sure if they'll be able to do anything with that minute. Limps without the BKB though, as Alliance, they still have incredible strengths on their overcores. Nico Baby
Is under attack.
will take this tier 2 and
I like that they're not responding. I see that, like, you know, the Storm is pushing bottom, but Alliance is like, who cares about a tier 2? We have an Aegis Morphling
They're going
who's
base.
massive. Let's just try to end. Bring them the
I mean,
fight.
can they defend this mid-racks?
Structures are fortified.
Will not be too easy.
Smoke up from both sides, in fact. Alliance trying to get the setup. EG, they're probably going to look for the wraparound, see if they can catch some of the back lines of Alliance.
Radiant's bottom tower
Got the Silver Edge on Arteezy. How long for our BKB? It's 20 seconds on Limp.
If they can burst Limp, when that BKB's up again, that would be a solid start to the fight. But you see Limp being surrounded by his
Look
team.
how far he's playing. He's all the way north. He's expecting the wraparound.
He knows
from
where
the
they're
south.
coming from.
Yep, the circle's drawn by FNG. He knows that they're on the south side.
It's easy.
has fallen.
How's he going to be able to start this? They jump in. It's the BKB from
Quick
RTZ.
BKB.
Gets the BKB up, but again, didn't get the God Strength off in time.
Nope.
And with that in mind, doesn't have the damage to kill FNG. FNG, he's going to survive. Finally, Arbed's able to pick him off. Now the God Strength comes out. Jump over, Vortex onto the Morphling. They've got the control and the damage. The duel comes out from ISS. They're brought down S4. RTZ's in trouble though. Nico Baby just mans up here with a beat down with the power of the Scardian, the Satanic. Taken out the once though. Hansken, he's jumping up to the high ground, gets the stun onto Arbed. Arbed will be healed up
Nice
by Crit.
stun.
With another save here from ISS, keeping Arbed alive, but they've lost RTZ, they've lost Fly. Half of the racks have gone. Nico Baby continue to push on without Satanic back up.
Limp is on point with these globals. It's like every time now it's a BKB and boom, sure you dodge the Ravage, you're not dodging the global. And they immediately focus fire. The IO, Crit has to buy back, doesn't matter. Able to take a huge fight again, Alliance. Excellent stuff.
Second set of racks removed from the game here against EG.
And such good awareness. I think that was everything to me. It's positioning and awareness. They knew they were coming from the southern wraparound. FNG puts the space into it. Sure, as we see, BKB dodges that Ravage, but who cares?
Oh, been quite enough damage to take FG out, so Arbed has to commit further over there. They do obviously have enough damage to bring Nico Baby down, but not before he's just done so much back towards RTZ.
Yep.
Butterfly nearly done as well on Nico Baby. I mean, good luck trying to stand toe-to-toe with him. They're just not going to have the ways to deal with that evasion. It's going to be so tanky and hitting so darn hard. 6-0-3, Nico Baby. A fantastic game here in second game. It's easy.
I'm telling, I loved his build. I think that was really just so crucial. Just this Lincoln into Scotty.
RTZ's going to show. They're going to try and zip it onto Nico Baby, but Nico Baby's out with the waveform. Stun comes out. Arbed's still jumping in. They've got the silence onto Nico Baby. The blast comes out. Arbed's in trouble. Ice will be able to save him. Arbed's going to live. The duel's down, as well as the Maledict. They've locked down Nico Baby. Do they actually have the damage to kill him? He's still alive. Jump forward from S4 with the anchor smash pretty much on the entire team. They've got no more damage to fight with EG. They have to retreat. Nico Baby cleans up another. As RTZ left alone, there's no way to get over to help him out here as Alliance. They'll bring him down. Ultra kill. Arbed's trying to kill off Nico Baby. He can't do so. Crit, he's already called it. Nico Baby, he wants the Rampage to finish it off, and he's going to get it.
He deserves it. There we go. Great game from Alliance.
Absolutely. Stepping it up hugely after what we saw in game one. The draft works out. They try something a little different. They bring back the Limp Silencer mid. Has a very good game. It really, really does. Even though it didn't necessarily dominate Arbed from the laning stage onwards, the rest of the game, as you said, the global silences, 2 times at least in these team fights where they came in through that timing where RTC just wasn't able to get the God Strength off, being before the global came into play. And the positioning was hot from him. Sure, Arbed was able to find him a few times, but you could really see Arbed just having to use all of his focus to try and find Limp, and it just wasn't enough at the end of it all because the space, Nico Baby, 11-0-4, complete free farm, and very, very able to carry this game.
Yeah, super clean. Even the last fight, it's like every little thing that they were doing was right. Nico Baby, sure, he gets dueled, but he got Warcry off. He was Solar Crest. He had like plus 32 armor on top of like a 40 armor Morphling. So he had 70 armor, I think it was, in the last one when he got dueled. Yeah, overall, I think it was just the way that they picked and chose their battles, picked and chose their fights around their cooldowns, and yeah, it was a very clean game from Alliance this time around. EG shaking up.
They really, really were. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. This series, it will end 1-1 between Alliance and EG with that second game victory for Alliance. Don't go anywhere, though. More Dota 2 to come right around the corner. We'll see you shortly for another series here at the TI10 group stages.